Hello and what's up guys, Luke the Boss here with another one of my promo games on our journey up the diamond. And this is a Jarvan jungle game. They have Bard mid lane, a bit of a troll pick, but he has a lot of Bard games, well 34. Looking at the elos, for some reason it's going low gold even though I should be placing about plat. Caitlyn has a lot of games and it's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad at the moment for us to win this game. Here's where I see Renekton top. He will always go aggro early and they're always fighting up there, so it's just an easy first blood. And I'm going to push out the wave now. Renekton top is always going to go aggro because he has to get the kill. So I just saw Galio was taking damage, so they were just fighting up there, so I went up and took an easy kill. I'd rather take it than Galio since they all are low elo, my team anyway. And here the Bard is just, I don't know what he's doing, so I just went out to hit him. Sort of push him out of lane a bit, help out the Veigar. The Veigar ends up trolling a bit, building full MR, even though they're basically a full AD team, so the Veigar makes this game a lot more difficult than it had to be, being honest. I'm just gonna hit some minions. Gonna run down to bot lane. There's not much happening bot lane. There's not much we can do really. Vayne Caitlyn. Vayne's always going to be under tower. Caitlyn's always going to be shoving in the lane. The Blitzcrank doesn't play support at all in this game. He asks for mid lane and it really shows he misses every hook. He's just not a good champion to play if you don't know the role. Unfortunately he dies top. Anyway, we do a bit of jungle clearing and then we come down to mid lane where Bard pushed Veigar out somehow, even though that really shouldn't be happening. And just gonna take some CS. The game's going pretty grand at the moment. We're 1 kill up and we're doing fine. Just waiting until we get level 6 and then we can start ganking really heavily because, oh yeah, it's 80 Bard, that's what happens. The Bard builds 80 for some reason and then Veigar decides to build full magic resist. Now we're on top again since it's Renekton. He's got to go aggro. Renekton has such a good early game. They're going to try and get kills in the early game, so you can just gank them. And here it's definitely warded since he started backing off just as I came, so you know it's warded. It's a gank going on bot lane. I'm pretty sure they get a kill, since it was a good idea for Zac to gank there. Yeah, kill each. And then they should get the kill on the best rank. Bot lane should have been ganked earlier, I think. They're well pushed in. Keep on farming up. There's not really too much we can do. Well, now that we got 6, we can start making movements. And they don't go for the Drake at all since Vayne stayed bot lane. If they were going for the Drake, she would have been coming up there. Just gonna hang around the mid lane since Bard mid has no real escape. It looked like Zac was gonna gank it anyway. I'm pretty sure we can get the kill here anyway. Yeah, we can definitely get the kill here. Let's see, they back out but they go back in for some reason. They think that they can kill the Veigar, but they really just can't. And with your shield on Jarvan early game, it's a huge shield. Not a lot of people realize it. So you can just win a bunch of trades, and we're just going to clean up the Zac passive. You can smite that, by the way, if you didn't know that already. And yeah, pretty easy gank or counter gank because you could tell Zac was going to go towards mid lane anyway. He was full HP, so there's no reason for him not to. Just in the right place at the right time. Next we're going to go down bot since it's the only lane we really haven't helped out. And I'd like to just destroy the Vayne since you can usually get Vayne players to tilt very hard. We need to Blitzcrank hook though, but she's staying behind the minions, which is a good idea, so I'm going to go for a lane gank. Just gonna chill in the lane for a bit, see what happens. Lane ganks are really good, and then for some reason the Lulu steps forward. Really bad decision. I know we could tower dive them here. If they stay, we could tower dive them. Even if just the Vayne stayed and the Lulu left, we could still get that tower dive easy, I think. Just gonna throw down the E for the attack speed, and we'll get the first tower of the game. That's very handy. Our Veigar died mid actually. Yeah, but on Jarvan we're just going to go warriors, and then this is when they steal the Drake, which isn't good at all. I didn't have my smite up, but I really don't mind. It was only a Cloud Drake, so it really didn't matter at all. I'd rather the kill over the Cloud Drake, because this game's going to be over early anyway. You can already tell. We're just going to hold mid for a bit. I'm pretty sure they collapse on us here. Yeah, the Zac comes in. There's not much we can do here without our top lane or bottom lane being here. And just poke out Vayne, but after Lulu ulti comes down, there's nothing we can do. Then their whole team comes, so I'm just better off to back out. There's no point in trying to fight here, but then the Vayne comes really far forward, so I go in for it. And the Renekton kills him here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love the heal, but it doesn't matter, still get the kill. I only had 1 kill at the time, so there was no shutdown gold on me, except for there was shutdown gold on Renekton, so that's definitely worth it. And here they just sort of push forward, and I'm just thinking about what to build second. It's either Black Cleaver or it's the Ravenous Hydra for tanks. Titanic Hydra, that's the name. The Caitlyn goes forward and the Galio does really greedy. That's the problem with gold players. They always seem to make these really greedy mistakes. And they just always keep on going after kills, exactly like here. Here's where the Renekton deals a bit of damage and then just decides to go back in. Or no, this is where he goes in. And yeah, he looks for the fight. Even though it's 2v1 and he's really not that fed. It's the mid game. Renekton's only really good in the early game. Yeah, I go back in now and get an easy kill. For some reason he runs down the lane knowing that I was just here. Really greedy play. That's what I think is the biggest difference between gold players. It's just they will make greedy decisions and it'll always cost them. They lose their tower here as well. And we're in a pretty good state at this point in the game. The Veigar is building magic resist, which basically makes him useless. He's decent enough, and then their Baird is still building AD, so it's really weird. It's like we both have 2 useless mid laners. Anyway, here he's just cut out. There's no point in even helping the Galio. He just got cut out, simple as. And here's where there's fighting mid lane. This is one of the big wins of the game. I get the bolt and the Jarvan ulti. We kill the Lulu, and that allows us to push in the towers. I don't know why they were hanging around in the middle of the mid lane, and they didn't know where I was. They only knew where 3 members of the team were, or they knew where Galio was as well. Galio does well top lane, holds it. If the Vayne goes forward, I could just EQ her, or even EQ in, slow her with W and smite her, and just kill her easy. Push down the tower now, and there's no point in staying here since man backed. Can't remember what champion it was, either Renekton or Zac, so there's no point in staying. Just get the Drake here and then back. Next I'm cleaning up the jungle and Lulu walks through for some reason. Just walks straight through her jungle. I don't know why. And then Zac's over the wall, so we need to be careful of Zac coming in, but I really don't care because I'm so fed. And basically the backline can handle themselves if it's just Zac and all 3 of their carries are in front of me. TP comes in from Baird, but it doesn't matter at all. I think I die here, but it's well worth it since I just do so much damage. Yeah, look, I'm just wasting their time walking around them, wasting their abilities on me, which allows my team to deal so much more damage. Focusing me for some reason, they're not touching the Caitlyn at all. And then I'm gonna go Black Cleaver now. Since I wasn't gonna go Titanic Hydra, since it seemed like I was the only one dealing damage in the team. Well, diving the back line, so I needed more damage quickly. And then Caitlyn cleans up the fight. The Caitlyn was very good this game. Same with the Galio top. That really helped the game. And here's a team fight mid, where I was just chilling, just waiting to go in. Not much happening. and then the Lulu comes forward, and basically I tunnel on the Lulu because without her ulti, it's just so easy to kill them. Just Lulu's always worth killing, I think, and then going back into the fight, just because her ulti is so powerful. And then luckily the Veigar kills the Vayne. I don't really know how he did that. I was with Galio's help. And then Renekton focuses Galio, which is a big mistake. And then it's just an easy cleanup. They just didn't know who to focus. And Galio gets a kill there. And next we're going to push in the mid lane tower, get the inhib. Basically if you get an inhib in this elo, you just win because people don't know how to play with an inhib down. They'll start split pushing and doing stupid shit. Like they'll fight Baron with an inhib down and then you'll get an inhib turret or something. They just don't hold out well. And then they stay for some, I don't know why, it's just a greedy play. After getting an inhib, always back out, like, you're not going to get much more. Even if you get a kill or two, you're going to get a shutdown, they're going to kill you. And next is, yeah, this is where they get caught out after I backed. For no reason, just being greedy. Looking for more kills. And they could have done a Baron off this. Since everybody was dead except for me. They could have easily Baroned. But they decided to push down mid lane. Even though they're pushing against super minions. And now they're just pushing in, there's nothing I can do. Maybe I can queue the minion wave, that's about it. They've got a Rift Herald pushing down as well. There's nothing we can do here. And then I think they're going for Baron here. It would have been a bad call anyway because our whole team is up. They waited until our whole team is up to go to Baron. Oh yeah, here's where they just mess up completely. They try and do Baron, but I'm just so fed and deal so much damage at this point that just there's nothing they can really do. They should have done the Baron earlier. I'm just gonna sort of harass it down. Wait until it's low HP, sort of annoy them. And then waiting to see what they're doing. And then they all line up in a line. I EQ in. Don't even hit any of them. But then I just ultimate. And I shouldn't have smited the Bard there actually. It's very funny because I still have my smite and the Zac just runs. If he still had a smite, he could have smite stolen. That's simple. We get a tower. Just pushing with the Baron buff. And then we got a dragon. If the Zac was still around for that Baron, he could have easily stolen it. Still it would have been useless, but it would have taken us away from us. And now I build the plate mail item. Just because it gives a good bit of damage, the movement speed as well. And I decided to push top, because Vayne kept on split pushing. She kept on going top, so I was just hoping that I could go up top and kill her. I don't know why she kept on split pushing. And then she gives me exactly what I want. She comes forward for a kill. And I just completely destroy her. It's just like, why would she even stay in that lane? She should just be behind the tower the whole time. Even behind the tower, I would have easily just EQ'd in. Waited for her to use her concussion and then use my ultimate. Because if I use my ultimate, she could stun me up and flash out. Anyway, I'm just split pushing since nobody else on the team wanted to split push. That's another thing with gold, people just don't know what to do to end the game. Someone else should have went split pushing. Like Galio or someone, so I'm just calling them up here to help me kill the towers. I'm going to drop down the E for the attack speed. We can easily kill this, I don't know why they're backing away. And take out the inhib. Even if we die, even if all three of us died for this inhib, it would still be well worth it, I think. Inhibs are just, I put them above pretty much everything. Even Baron buff in some situations, it's just, the constant pressure is just so good. Then it's just clean up kills. It's a pretty easy game to be honest. And we ended 7-11, isn't it? Something like that. So yeah, we're just ending out the game now with the Baron buff. It was really just, they were throwing the whole game. Our team made a few throws, but I didn't make any greedy plays, so I was able to carry out the game anyway. And yeah, here's the final kill on Vayne, and then the game's over. We're going to look at the champ, or the after game stats, just to see how much damage we did. Just because I'm always more curious about how much damage I dealt, to see how much you actually did in the game. I had a low to CS, I had 116 for jungler, that's pretty class. I forget what rank I got, I'm pretty sure it was A, something like that. Oh yeah, they were complaining about, I don't even know what they're complaining for, they got stomped. Like, Veigar was doing a shitty build as well, for some reason. Like, there's no point in even complaining about the Baird. And there's our damage dealt, I'm pretty happy with it. Caitlyn did a shit ton of damage, we did more than their whole team combined. And that's it really. Leave a like and sub for more, I'd really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next game. All going well, we should be hitting about plat after these provisionals. That's our second game one anyway. See you in the next one.